The key to financial freedom. Stop buying stuff you don't need. Financial freedom, the ability to live without constant worry about money, might seem like an elusive goal, but it's more achievable than you think. The key lies in a simple yet profound change in your habits. Stop buying stuff you don't need. Most people associate financial freedom with earning more money, but it's just as much about spending less and making mindful decisions about where your money goes. Breaking the cycle of unnecessary purchases allows you to save, invest, and focus on the things that truly matter. Let's explore how cutting out needless spending can unlock the door to financial freedom. The cost of unnecessary purchases. In today's consumer-driven society, it's easy to get caught up in the thrill of buying something new. Whether it's the latest gadget, a trendy piece of clothing, or a must-have kitchen gadget, we often justify these purchases as needs when they're really just fleeting desires. But those small, unnecessary purchases add up over time. Here's how unnecessary spending can hold you back financially. Debt accumulation. Impulse purchases often lead to credit card debt, especially if you're living beyond your means. Interest payments on this debt further erode your ability to save or invest. Diminished savings. Every time you spend money on something you don't need, that's money that could have gone into an emergency fund, retirement account, or investment. Opportunity cost. Money spent on non-essentials could be used for experiences, education, or long-term goals that bring greater satisfaction than material possessions. To achieve financial freedom, you have to shift your mindset from acquiring more to needing less. It's not about deprivation. It's about making conscious decisions that align with your financial goals. Why we buy things we don't need. Before we dive into strategies for stopping unnecessary purchases, it's important to understand why we make them in the first place. Here are a few common reasons. Emotional spending. Many people turn to shopping as a way to cope with stress, boredom, or emotional pain. It provides a temporary high, but this feeling is short-lived, leaving you with buyer's remorse. FOMO, fear of missing out. Social media, advertising, and peer pressure often make us feel like we're missing out if we don't have the latest product or trend. This sense of FOMO can drive impulse buying. Instant gratification. We live in a culture of instant gratification, where we expect to get what we want when we want it. Online shopping has made it easier than ever to satisfy these impulses, leading to more frequent, unnecessary purchases. Poor financial awareness. Without a clear budget or financial plan, it's easy to lose track of how much you're spending. Small, frequent purchases can go unnoticed until you see your bank balance or credit card bill. Recognizing these triggers is the first step in breaking free from the cycle of unnecessary spending. How to stop buying stuff you don't need. 1. Embrace mindful spending. The foundation of financial freedom is mindful spending. This means being intentional with your money, questioning each purchase before you make it, and ensuring that it aligns with your values and long-term goals. One effective strategy is to ask yourself, do I really need this, or is it a want? Will this purchase improve my life or bring lasting happiness? Am I buying this to impress others or because it serves a real purpose? By pausing and reflecting before you buy, you'll find that many of the things you once considered essential are actually unnecessary. 2. Use the 30-day rule. A powerful tool to curb unnecessary purchases is the 30-day rule. Whenever you feel the urge to buy something that's non-essential, wait 30 days before making the purchase. During this waiting period, you'll likely discover that the initial excitement fades and the item no longer feels necessary. If, after 30 days, you still believe the purchase is worth it, you can buy it with confidence, knowing you've made a thoughtful decision. 3. Create a budget and stick to it. One of the most effective ways to prevent unnecessary spending is to create a budget. Outline your monthly income, essential expenses like housing, utilities, and groceries, and financial goals such as saving or investing. Once you have a clear picture of your finances, allocate a specific amount for discretionary spending, things like dining out, entertainment, and shopping. By setting limits, you can enjoy life without overspending. 4. Unsubscribe and unfollow. Marketers know exactly how to tap into our desires, and they bombard us with ads that make us want to buy. A great way to reduce the temptation to make unnecessary purchases is to unsubscribe from email lists, unfollow brands on social media, and install ad blockers. This way, you'll reduce the exposure to marketing and impulse triggers. 5. Focus on long-term financial goals. Shifting your focus to long-term goals can help curb the desire for instant gratification. When you set goals like paying off debt, saving for a house, or building an emergency fund, you create a sense of purpose around your finances. Each time you're tempted to make a non-essential purchase, think about how that money could be put toward achieving your bigger goals. 6. Practice gratitude. One of the root causes of unnecessary spending is the feeling that we don't have enough. By practicing gratitude and appreciating what you already have, you can combat the urge to buy more. Regularly take time to reflect on the things you're grateful for, whether it's your home, your health, or the possessions you already own. This shift in mindset helps you feel more content with less. The benefits of reducing unnecessary purchases. 1. More savings, less stress. The most obvious benefit of cutting out unnecessary purchases is that you'll have more money in your savings account. This financial cushion reduces stress and provides peace of mind, knowing you're prepared for unexpected expenses. Financial freedom comes from the ability to weather financial storms without falling into debt. 2. Greater control over your finances. By spending mindfully, you take control of your money rather than letting it control you. You'll feel empowered, knowing that your purchases are intentional and that you're working toward your goals. This control also helps prevent overspending and the anxiety that comes with it. 3. A clutter-free, simpler life. When you stop buying stuff you don't need, your home becomes less cluttered and you have more space for the things that truly matter. Minimalism often goes hand in hand with financial freedom. Both are about simplifying your life to focus on what brings value and joy. 4. More freedom to enjoy experiences. Instead of wasting money on material possessions that quickly lose their appeal, you'll have the financial freedom to invest in experiences that bring long-term happiness. Travel, learning new skills, or spending time with loved ones. These experiences create lasting memories and fulfillment. Final thoughts. Stop buying, start living. Achieving financial freedom doesn't require a drastic lifestyle overhaul. It starts with small, mindful changes in how you approach spending. By cutting out unnecessary purchases, you'll free up your finances, reduce stress, and live a more intentional, fulfilling life. Remember, financial freedom isn't about having the most money or possessions. It's about having enough to live comfortably without constant financial worry. So, the next time you're tempted to buy something you don't need, pause, reflect, and consider how that money could bring you closer to the freedom you've been seeking.